Hello again, it's Jesse here, author of the best-selling book, The Financial Toolbox, your best business guide to less tax, greater profit, and more time. I'm here in Fort Lauderdale today, and what a better place to answer this question. This question came to me just before we came on vacation from a producer of a very popular radio show in Toronto that caters to snowbirds. And this is Snowbird Central. So the question is, what's better for seniors, RSPs or TFSA? Now at this time of year, there's a lot of questions about TFSAs. Let's go through some of the factors. In fact, there's 7 factors that'll determine whether it's better for you to put in money to an RSP, if you still have the age availability to do that, or a TFSA. The first factor is, what's your current marginal tax bracket? That's easy to figure out. Just look at your tax return. We can uncover the brackets for you. That's simple. The next one is, what's your expected marginal tax bracket in retirement? How much tax will you pay on your income? Now, a lot of people assume that you're going to have lower income in retirement, but quite often it can be the opposite. You can have the same amount of taxable income or even more. Depends on the type of pension you have and the type of assets that are generating that income. In fact, if you have it's better to do an RSP, generally speaking, if your income is going to be higher in your contributing years and lower in retirement. That means you get a higher tax bracket when you put it in, and you pull money out at a lower tax bracket. The opposite is true for TFSAs. If you're going to be in a higher tax bracket in retirement, might as well put money into a TFSA, tax-free saving account, grow your money tax-free, pull it out at a higher tax bracket with no tax implications. It's quite something to factor that in. But keep in mind, there's going to be a lot of clawbacks that happen in your senior years. Old age security, guaranteed income supplement, there's the age credit. There's a lot of things that can play into a factor here. And a little side note, not a lot of people know this, but seniors are the most highly taxed population in retirement because of these clawbacks. That's something to consider. Next thing we'll consider here is, what's your eligibility for government income benefits like CPP? That has to be factored in. Then we're going to look to see, are you able to claim the pension credit? That's something that you or your accountant will have to look at, or even send me the question. I can give you a custom answer. Now we're going to have to look to see what your limits are. Your RSP limits and your TFSA limits. RSP limits are easy to figure out by looking at your notice of assessment. Your TFSA limits, each person right now, if you've been over 18 for a long time, so certainly as a senior, has 52,000 available space in your TFSA. And these TFSAs are beautiful when it comes down to tax-sheltered retirement income. And the other thing is, when we look at this, is your contribution amounts. When you contribute to an RSP and you pull money out, you lose that space. With the TFSA, that space regenerates. After about a year, you've got all that space back. So you have to factor in how much space is truly available for you in each of the vehicles. And the last thing, and perhaps one of the most important thing, is your individual discipline. If you've got the discipline to put money into a TFSA and hold it there and grow it for what you need, that's often best. RSPs, we know when you pull it out, there'll be a tax hit. So people have a tendency to invest it for longer. TFSAs, people tend to pull it out very easily. So it's better for you to put money into a TFSA if you're going to be keeping it there longer, but that requires discipline. To get a custom answer on these 7 areas, send me an email, pick up the phone, give me a call. I'd be more than happy to see how I can give you a custom answer. www.thefinancialtoolboxguru.com. Jesse from Fort Lauderdale, signing off.